Good evening, YouTube. How are you? Hope you're well. Well and truly December, miserable month for weather. I've got my hot cup of hot chocolate and thought I'd sit down and have a little chat with you guys. If you've been watching all my recent vlogs, thank you very much. Much appreciated. A couple of times I've dropped into the conversation now about the fact that I'm working on new things. And being that it's December and it's the season to start grinding and working on our golf game, I thought I'd let you in on what I've been working on. So I've been doing YouTube for quite a while now, which doesn't show by the amount of subscribers I've got, but still, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I still absolutely love doing it. And one of the best things about doing it is meeting so many new people. I've met lots of new people. Just this year alone, I've done a few YouTuber versus subscriber stuff. So John Stacey, and went and played Roland's Castle as well, which was great. And obviously I played with Big Oggy. I've met Stuart Carter-Smith in the past. Just most recently, I went and played with Alex Whittle golf, which was great. It's just been fantastic for that. That has been the best thing about doing it. And then obviously the YouTube Golf Day, I absolutely loved that. Very fond memories of that. So yeah, basically I've met so many fascinating, interesting, cool, friendly people. One of which, I've never actually met him, but we have conversed a lot over the years, is Julian Hughes. He subscribed to my channel for a long time. He actually donated a lesson when we had the YouTube Golf Day, which I actually won, and we were going to do it, but COVID got in the way and we never got around to actually doing that. He is based up in Essex, and he got in touch with me recently. He is a golf pro, as you can imagine, by the fact that he offers lessons, and he got in touch and said he wanted to help me out with my game, which is fantastic. And I thought, well, what have I got to lose? I explained I don't really have time to work on my game. I say I don't have time. I always think that's a cop-out, which is a cop-out. I don't make the time to go and work on my game. However, I explained that to him and he said, that's absolutely fine, totally understand it. Everyone's got busy lives, busy schedules. He approached me and said, I'm going to go through your videos. I'm going to watch some stuff. There's things immediately I can see that we might be able to tweak and change your game. So if you go back to the first time I had a round after speaking to him was the Manor House, which I did a solo vlog at the Manor House. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Great course. Not an easy course, but great course. And played pretty well. Anyway, he sent me a picture. Said, I've been through loads of your vlogs. Can you tell me what's wrong with this? And I'll just put that picture up here now. Blocking the Christmas tree. So you can see the two lines. He said to me, can you explain what's gone on there? So let me just see if I can find that in the chat here. So he basically sent me this message. Week 1 of Wayne's new golf swing journey. Set up. With the picture I've just sent you, it's really important that you understand what the lines and arrows mean. This will be the changes we make to your golf setup, which will then automatically change your golf path. Without adjusting any swing thoughts, it is really important you can self-diagnose why we are changing your setup and what your original setup will do to your golf path. Understanding your new golf setup gives you a self-diagnosed position. By knowing your new setup position, you can correctly diagnose where you have gone wrong and make the changes, or go through your checkpoints and correct where the ball is going, i.e. to the left or right. New setup. Can you explain to me why there are 2 arrows on your setup? So you've got an arrow on the shoulder and an arrow on the hands. I need you to, and then he's put, why do you think we need to change those 2 positions where the arrows are? I need you to understand these questions for you to then ask yourself why we are making these corrections and how to make the corrections, so that you can constantly get yourself into the correct setup, which is amazing, isn't it? We all want to know why we're doing things wrong, how we're doing things wrong. It's all well and good someone saying, go there, there we go. But if you can see something go wrong in your golf game and then know how to fix that, then that is brilliant. So 1 shoulders, 2 hand and club position. To summarise, this is for you to study the picture and to work out where you think the ball will go in this original setup. Please, could you have a think, and as an instructor for you to answer my question is a great way for you to understand why we are making these corrections. As this is something I would put to you if we were in person and generally talking. If you have studied the setup and cannot find an answer, that's 100% fine. We can talk this through together on the phone or in message. It's always great for the person I'm teaching who is hitting the golf ball to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. Makes complete sense. JHJ Golf. So in that picture, he's got lines on my feet, got lines on my hand, got a line on my shoulders. And you can see the blue lines are all pointing in different directions, as is the club line as well. So I went back to him and said, basically, it looks like my shoulders are too far open compared to my feet, and my hands, I didn't know what was going on with my hands actually. I said, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but essentially the blue line is a different angle to my feet, right? So, yeah, I went back with that. So as far as the picture goes, if we can adjust your setup, it will change your swing plane. By seeing your right arm like that, you will swing along your shoulder line, which will mean you will hook the ball a lot. And if you don't release the club, you'll get a slice. That is exactly what was happening with my game. Also, not many golf clubs sit flat on the floor. Nearly every club should be slightly toe up. More with the driver and your long irons, because when we get back to impact, your hands will be higher. So with the long word, I can't spell. So with the long word I can't spell, something force makes the shaft bend. So that's why we sit clubs toe up, never flat. So actually, after I read this message, an Alex Etch's video came up, and exactly that he came up about. And he basically took a golf club and he sort of bent it like that. So if your club face is like that, he bent it so the club face went flat. And he explained that in the swing, that's what's happening to the shaft. So the club face will come down. And for the last couple of years, my divots, when I hit the ball, are very much toe first. So they sort of go to a triangle from the toe. So they almost go like, you can see it goes toe first, and then my heel comes through because the toe digs into the ground. So I was like, okay. So my Manor House Golf Club vlog, he hadn't replied with that yet. And I realised my shoulders just needed to square up. And I played Manor House, and I played really well. I got shot 39 points just by squaring my shoulders up. And then he's come back with that, and I was like, wow, okay, that's amazing. So drop the hands to make it more toe up and square the shoulders. So that's what I've been doing. And then since then I've played Littlehampton with Ollie, which was horrendous windy conditions, so tough on a link style course. Played okay. Won my match, won against Ollie. I played all right. Other than a couple of really bad holes, the rest of it was just solid. A few pars out there, a couple of birdies, and plenty of bogeys, but generally good. Then I went and played Chiddingfold with Sam. Played really well at Chiddingfold. Really enjoyed that course actually. Until 16, I made a double, which was actually a great double if you go watch that. 17, I made a 12. Just horrendous. Head loss, already won the match, and just was trying stupid stuff. Should never have done that. Probably should have been a 6 or 7 at worst. And I shot 13 over that day with a 12 and a par 5 on the 17th hole. So that was some seriously good golf. And then most recently played Rushmore with Alex and played pretty solid there as well, really. Played pretty solid. Shot an 88, but horrendously cold. It's like the coldest day of the year so far. But yeah, those simple tweaks of what I've been working on. So just lowering my hands, making the toe obviously up, and just trying to make sure my shoulders are square to my feet. And that is it. And it has changed my game. I feel like my iron play has improved dramatically. Just wanted to quickly come down the range and show you my new setup, should we say. So I'm just trying to get you set up into a position where you can see sufficiently. Here we go. That'll do. Right. So I'm just going to take an 8 iron here. These aren't actually golf gloves I'm wearing, but they are quite nice. So he said to me, I was stood with my shoulders a little bit open. And my hands too upright, so I'm a bit like toe down. So with just a little adjustment, I just need to square my shoulders back up with my feet. So just pull my front shoulder, my left shoulder, round to the right a little bit. And some of these tips might help you too. And just drop my hands. He mentioned that the toe of the club should actually be just off the ground, especially in the longer irons. Not so much in the shorter irons and the wedges, but in the longer irons, the toe should just be raised off. Apparently, the science behind that is as you swing through, you will end up coming in with slightly higher hands, and that would then take you to sort of being square, apparently. So this is first swing of the day, just an 8 iron. It's just trying to be conscious of bringing my left shoulder in, squaring it up on my feet, just getting me all square, and then just dropping my hands a little bit. So instead of being like in this position, just dropping down into that position. And it's only so minor, but I've really found it's helped my game. Oh, it's a nice heavy one for the first swing of the day. And I don't think I'll be keeping these gloves on because I felt like I was going to drop the club then. So, square the shoulder, drop the golf, drop my hands. And that's a horrible swing. But it really has improved my golf massively. I've felt it has anyway. My iron play especially. When I was playing good golf earlier on in the year, I felt like I was driving the ball really well. And then like getting up and down around greens. Whereas now my iron play feels I'm much more confident, especially with a longer iron. So left shoulder round, drop my hands. Oh. Yeah, that's nice. It's such a simple little tweak, but I honestly think it's made all the difference to my game. Good times. Thank you, Julian. So yeah, that was the driving range. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Dewey Lounge. Not the greatest video of the driving range, to be fair, but it gets the point across. Try those things. It's obviously so important to have everything square, and I know it's important to have things square, but even though I film myself all the time, it's hard to spot those. You need someone else to tell you those things. So Julian has done that amazingly. I feel like my iron play has really improved massively. My irons seem to be going a little bit further, which is amazing. Certainly my long irons feeling loads better. Over the past year, I've not wanted to hit 5 irons and 4 irons, but now I'm almost like, yeah, buzzing for that. Let's hit some 5 irons and 4 irons. So really, really pleased. Thank you, Julian. Amazing. Thank you. What a great guy to get in touch and just try and help me out. Thank you guys for watching. This is Real Golf. Like and subscribe. Be interesting to see what we do next. I'm really happy with how my game is going, trending, should we say. And now he's saying, the last we spoke about, he said, I now need to figure out what I need to work on next. If you guys have got any ideas of what I need to work on, what you think I need to work on in my game, whether it's my chipping, my putting, my driving, my bunkers, my approach play, my pitching, then please comment below. Let me know what you think. But if you've enjoyed this content as well, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We want to get to that 2K. I want to get to 2K as soon as we can because I need to get planning that YouTube golf day. Oh, I've got some ideas for it. But thank you for watching, guys. Much appreciated. And hope you all have a great Christmas.